It's season 4! Yay!
Welcome.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the
We're
official start of season 4 for Maximum Mouthage. I am MayesBoy 91 here alongside Menekai
Hi.
and call sign Suitcase, also known as the real life Pepino.
I am erect with excitement.
Folks.
He said Pepino, not Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
No, you have to be correct. It's morally distinct mouse character 12.
It's Mouse of the House.
That's also probably trademarked. Disney is going to fuck us in the ass.
And Terabithia.
God,
Fuck is wrong with you?
don't bring her back.
Folks, originally we were going to have a guest here tonight, but it's kind of crappy out, and I don't really blame him for not wanting to come down here at 8 o'clock at night. So,
I don't blame him either.
but we have a backup.
If I wasn't already like outside when this started getting crappy, I would have said no too. Yeah. It's kind of trash outside.
Yeah.
Roads are covered. and it's
Upstate
like,
New York.
Huzzah. But with that in mind, the subject we have. Well, actually, before we start with the subject, we wanted to try to do the new structure for the shows. Is there anything you want to talk about really quick before we get to the main subject?
There's a fucking structure now? Since when have we had structure?
We tried it.
Listen, I did
we
not
tried
sign
it before
up.
the wrestling podcast, if I remember correctly.
I did not sign up for order and structure in this podcast. I signed up for chaos.
You're right.
That was not part of the contract that I didn't sign.
Well, I'll make sure to put that into the contract that you're not going to sign.
Good, because I'm not going to read it either.
I will now do a triple backflip. There it is. Hell yeah. Triple backflip.
Dude, that was awesome.
You want to
was
see him
cool.
do it again?
For the viewers, I did a triple backflip.
That was pretty great.
It was pretty cool.
Quick, too.
Yes, very, very quick.
Pretty quick. Yeah. The fart really helps propel me through the air for that
Yes.
last 360 degrees.
I mean, it does stink, but you know what? It was art.
There's another one.
It was art with an F.
The art of the
Capital
fart.
F. Capital F.
F.
So, folks, to actually get into some kind of conversation,
We're having a conversation.
yeah, we've been trying to do some of the gaming stuff lately. As if you've noticed, we're trying to do the every other week podcast, every other week video game stuff.
It is officially going to start this season continually.
Yeah, well, it kind of started. I kind of started at the end of last season with the wrestling podcast because we were watching the Royal Rumble, and instead of putting another podcast,
That show was wild.
that was a wild show. I put the Minecraft Let's Play of my view, and if you want to see Call Sign Suitcase's view, go to his YouTube channel. He has the full unedited version of our Minecraft Let's
I
Play.
wasn't part of it because my audio was hot doo-doo butter.
Yes.
Which is the
I'm
funny
sorry.
thing. It's actually audible in my point of view. I don't think as much in yours.
I heard it.
No, it was a little bit of mine. I mean, all I heard was,
That was me.
yeah, it was. He was in the
You were
microwave.
there in spirit. Pretty shitty
yes,
technology spirit.
yeah.
In spirit.
We are going to be getting down into the Minecraft Let's Play. Suitcase actually has what was the mod called that you were playing?
Agrarian Skies. I'm doing an Agrarian Skies playthrough right now.
Yeah, he's doing that right now. I'm still doing the Pokemon Clear Crystal or Crystal Clear. I don't remember which way it is. ROM hack. I got a few parts made. I just need to upload them eventually. And Menekai is starting to stream.
I am.
You said you're doing Hogwarts and you were
Hogwarts
doing
Legacy.
Far Cry?
So first one is Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna probably I'm going to use this as my avenue to get through games I want to get through, but don't have time to just sit and play by myself.
Yeah.
So a lot, like couple hours, just straight stream the game. Excuse me, I also have the hiccups. I'm trying to get rid of them through conversation. But yeah, I started with Hogwarts Legacy most because I want to go through every house's exclusive side quest. Story's pretty much the same otherwise. But now I'm a Slytherin, so I have an excuse to be a dick.
Hell
So
yeah.
everybody's getting a Avada Kedavra. You slightly irk me, I'm going to hit you with it. But yeah, I got that going. I got that going. I got that going. I'm trying to do Far Cry.
I will
Probably
make
after-
sure to put the link of your Twitch channel.
It is twitch.tv/Menakai165. Or five, no, add another 5 in there. 1655.
Yeah, I will make sure to put that link in the description of this YouTube channel here.
I got so
MayesBoy 91 channel.
so the first one doesn't exist, the first part. So if you want to see the beginning of Hogwarts Legacy, don't look at my stuff. Because I didn't hit the slider to keep the videos afterwards until after the first game.
Good, nice.
So first one doesn't exist. I explained it to it in the second one.
Nice.
Yeah. But I got stuff kind of edited to make you know it's me. Just look for stuff. Just look, yeah.
We
here.
all got stuff going on.
We got stuff.
So
Yeah.
if you were part of our Facebook, and we do have a lot of stuff going on, I actually started a new segment. It's kind of like a news segment where I put what's the important stuff that I need to put out there for people to know about our channels, and it just throw it all into one video. There you go. You know what's going on.
Yippee.
And I will do that whenever there's an abundance of information I got to get out there. So
I meant to tell you this at dinner. Good old Grizz is off next week.
oh.
So I don't know what he's doing the full time, but he's off if we want to like do a little shorter podcast, talk about the Rumble or something throughout the week.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Also, excuse the hiccups, they're not going away. I've tried everything but water. Yeah, he told me that earlier. I'm like,
Or maybe even start the D&D podcast.
good.
Yeah.
See who else is free, and yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. So, anything else we got off the top of our heads, gentlemen?
No.
It's been a long week. I'm tired. I was planning for the special guest, so this is going to be one of those times I'm bouncing off of y'all. Because that's just how it be. It's been a long week. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's been an okay week for me. Well, I got, I guess one thing that I can say for an update for me.
Okie dokie.
There was this badge program I signed up with at work,
Mm-hmm.
and it's for DSPs, direct support professionals, and the more badges you get...
I'm going to cut you up. Excuse me a second. I'm going to go chug water.
Okay.
So the more badges that you get, the more amount of money you will get per ones that you finish.
Yeah.
So there's questions you have to answer, and then once you get them done, you go on to the next one. You have to wait for it to get approved. Once it's approved, you can just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently I'm a lot stupider than I thought.
Okay.
Because I did 2 of them, and they both came back denied. The problem is I don't know what I have to change because they don't put in the description what I did wrong. So it's like, do I have to rewrite the entire thing? Or do I just have to change the first part of the question, the second part of the question? So I don't know. So I'm going to have to talk to the guy that set this whole thing up and be like, how do I do?
Yeah, fair enough.
But I can actually not only get some free money thrown my way, but I get $1.20 more an hour out of my check, and whatever computer work I have, I get paid for.
Nice.
That I have to do. So it'll be nice. I just got to get my ass going because it goes until like October.
And action!
Oh!
Ah, yes. I hope that scared Menakai so his hiccups go away.
They've been gone for the past like minute.
With
I thought about bringing them down, but it's too early in the podcast. We're going to have to watch them the whole time.
yeah, with Buddy's bark.
I thought about it.
We will get into the main topic that we have for tonight to start off season 4. It is our top 5 favorite game systems. Now, obviously, this is subjective, but
This is subjective and opinionated.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this: you leave it in the comments. Your opinion's wrong. All right, your opinion is wrong.
Yes, everything you say is wrong. No, we don't give a shit.
I'm kidding. You listen. This is what this is.
I mean, there's people that are like, "Oh, my favorite console is the Wii. I grew up with that." Shut up.
I mean, cool, wonderful for you. Good on you. But
My first console is the Xbox 360. Shot your face.
I mean, that's also fine as long as I say they grew up with it. I'll be at work and someone will say that I'm pulling a you now. They're like a 360 is old. I'm like, no, it's not. You stop it. You stop talking right now.
Oh, dude, I had some kid be like, "Wait, there's such thing as a PS2?"
Yeah.
It's like, shut your face, kid. Well, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Sony's released a new console, the PlayStation 3. What happened to 1 and 2?
Shit.
I mean,
What?
that's what George Lucas did with Star Wars.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're right.
He he literally started at episode 4, and then we got episode 5, and then 6, and then 20 years later he released the prequels.
Hell yeah.
But folks, obviously we all grew up the same generation of gaming. But I think we're going to have interesting lists. And I figured I got 5 of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So I'll just do the top
Well,
2.
we know Maze can officially count to 5.
We did it.
Hey, it took me a long ass time, okay? I
All
don't
right,
wanna
now
hear
we
it.
got to teach you how to write the letter B. That's
really?
next week, though.
B.
'Cause we got through A. Now we got to do B.
Damn it, I don't want to.
I can't
Listen,
wait. I
they
can't
do
wait.
make. I found this out actually. All serious, they do make workbooks for kids now, where the word is like ingrained into the page.
That's
like
kind
an
of cringe.
indent, and they write it through that, and it also helps with your handwriting. And then they're also washable, so the pen will fade after a while. So I'm like, I mean, it's handy,
Yeah.
but are kids really this stupid?
Yeah.
Like, if your handwriting's trash, your handwriting's trash. There's nothing you can do about it.
Speaking of hands, we can segue into the first pick that I got.
I said handwriting, not hands. Okay.
Well, you use your hands to handwrite, and you use your
Not
hands.
if you ain't
No
got
fucking shit.
Not if
Use
you ain't
the
got no
fucking-
hands.
Well,
Then use your feet
that's true.
or your mouth.
That's true. So
But yes, yes.
my first pick here is the
No,
Game
I'm
Boy-
sorry. Your segue is not going to be as good as Tall Skinny's was. So I just had to cut that off there.
Well, yeah, because you fucking ruined it.
My
I
wiener
sure did.
itches.
First one I got is the Game Boy Advance SP.
You're not getting away with that. This is going to be the podcast where Maze just crashes out right now.
He's gonna fucking lose
He's
his
just going to lose it.
It's like, nope, I'm done. 4 seasons of this shit, I'm done.
4 seasons. Okay, now that fucker's gone, what's your favorite podcast?
He's gone. What's your favorite video game console? Suitcase?
No, I fucking leave, and you have like 5 different guests come in. They're like really popular people. It's like,
We-
where the
we
fuck
get-
these come on?
We get Roger Clark in on it.
Where the fuck do all these people come from?
And
Well,
it's-
yes.
And it's still in your basement.
Still in my basement.
Oh
on
shit,
my
Roger
computer.
Clark, what's up? Hey guys, how you doing? Maximum Mouthage Crew with Roger Clark. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Lenny!
Lenny!
All right.
Game Boy SP.
Yes. So first pick I got is the Game Boy Advance SP.
Specifically the SP.
Yes, I was gonna say the Game Boy Advance, but that doesn't have the backlight to it. So
The one
finally,
you got a retro game kind does.
but that's modded though. That didn't come out
Right.
originally.
But it's still
Yeah,
fun.
it
Yeah.
still counts.
So yeah, but then you would have to say talk about like a modern version of it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
Yeah.
back in the day. So
That screen is still rinky dink.
oh yeah,
I still don't know how we managed.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I sat there and played it for fucking hours.
I don't know how we did that with the D.
But
A fun fact, I think the top screen DS screen is actually smaller than the Game Boy screen is.
I think slightly yes.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, like looking in my head. Anyways, SP.
Yes. So the SP.
Welcome to Maximum Mouse. We get off topic a lot.
Yes. So they finally figured it out to have a backlight, the first one, and the front light. Or no, it was the front light with the first model and the backlight with the second model. But they finally have a backlight or some kind of light so you can fucking see what you're playing.
God help you start playing your Game Boy at night. You got to fight with the street lights.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or
I
you
hope
have
to
to get one
God.
of those little worm lights. Remember those things?
Yeah, that's where you're at Game Boy Advance, and they burned out quicker than the or Game Boy batteries
Sad
did.
part is my worm light that I had going from my Game Boy Color to my Game Boy Advance, I twisted it around so it worked.
Eh,
That was hot.
And with that, welcome to Maximum
Welcome
Mouth
to
Season 4.
season 4, fuckers.
Yes.
Wait. It's Season 4! Oh! Yay! We'll re-edit.
This one's just a shit post. Like
We'll re-edit
we
that
had
one.
an idea, and it's just this is a shit post. Also, there is a maximum mouthage letter to add to the maximum mouth alphabet. I said it earlier. You'll have to find it when you're editing.
Oh, jeez.
I give you a hint. There's not an H in it.
No.
All right. So, and it was also.
To be fair, we're tired. It's been a long week.
It has been a
Yes.
very long
We
week.
were
I'm
trying to
exhausted.
freaking explain what I'm trying to say. Horse.
We're gonna make it through one console, and then we're done.
This is going to be the
I can
entire
see
running
that.
joke of the whole podcast. Just cut Maze off the whole time.
Best bit.
Fucking horse. But
I wish I was.
trust me, trust me, you don't want to. They're too loose.
But they make money.
Not the one I was with.
But if I could bring out a wrench, I could tighten her.
Oh, I just realized what you just said. It took me a second. I thought it was a bit. I'm like,
That is not happening anymore.
It's
This
like,
is
oh.
just a shit talk.
I thought it was a bit. I'm like, oh.
Nope.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, can we go back to the game systems, please?
yeah.
Sure.
No, but so in all seriousness, Game Boy Advance SP, one of the greatest handhelds in my opinion. Finally has a backlit screen, has a clamshell design, which it was good for me back in the day. My hands are a lot bigger now, so it's like, it's a little small form factor wise, but nice compact. It goes into your pocket just fine. And that was the only console that Nintendo had. You had 3 different generations of games all fitting into that one console.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
You fucking thought of something, you perverted motherfucker.
You're jamming 3 different sizes into one hole.
Fuck
Holy
yeah,
shit.
dude. First it's a big one, then it's the clear one, and then it's the half the size one.
See-through wiener.
Oh, I also got a see-through pink one that vibrates and rumbles and has like you have like a ball on a screen, the Kirby tilt and tumble, and there's also like Kirby pinball that vibrates and you put a battery in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are we still talking about Game Boys?
I will let you be the judge of that. But on top of all that, the SP it just has a fuck shit ton of games and just so many different varieties. You have sports games, arcade games, you have platformers, you have new games, you have old games that re-released. You just have such a plethora of different games to choose from all 3 generations of Game Boy that you really don't have a limit to what you can play.
Nope. And they enhanced the graphics, so we got the longest generation run of Pokemon in these with the Game Boy era, or
Yep.
Advance era and SP era.
On top of that, you can fucking throw everything into the Game Boy player and play everything on your big screen TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, SP, fantastic system. And, just like with this next one, PlayStation 2. I'm sorry, buddy.
I almost wanted to. I said it was too early in the podcast. We'll be watching the whole time.
PlayStation 2, I don't care what the kids say out there. Oh, PlayStation 4 is better. Oh. Look, PlayStation 4 is great. PlayStation 2 is better. Not only...
Listen, PlayStation 4 era just gave one of the greatest games of all time, but still doesn't mean it beats the PS2.
Exactly.
I'm talking about
PlayStation
Red
2
Dead.
Oh, exactly. Just like with what I said about the SP, PS2 has thousands of games.
It's actually dumb because I've been working at the game store like 5 years. There's still games I don't know about for PS2.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Dude, there's so many
Yeah.
games. It's just like, I've never seen that game before, and it looks awesome. Just RPGs, first-person shooters. You have cartoony platformers. Fuck shit ton of sports games.
I used to play DDR on the PS.
If there
Yeah,
was
DDR, Guitar Hero.
at that
Yeah.
point,
Oh,
if they put
yeah.
in a hit movie and it's like a fantasy movie out, 9 times out of 10 there's a PS2 game for it too.
Oh, and then on top of all that, you had your own freaking DVD player back
Yeah,
in the
that's
day.
true.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there playing games. Okay, I feel like watching a movie. Pop in a movie and watch one of your movies.
Just don't move the bloody system.
yes.
just don't do it.
Dude, so my first model was the slim model PS2.
Oh,
And-
boy.
Black, silver, or white.
Black. Mine was the old school.
Old school.
But I had the plastic that came with the system for so long because I wanted to keep all the dust off it.
Was it the shiny half one?
No.
Or was it just the straight
It
up?
was a straight up all matte black. Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember they had the plastic for the other one.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that one, after years, stopped reading and it started leaving like a ring around the disc.
Ooh,
It hurts.
Yeah, I ended up just buying another one because they tried fixing it at the old store I worked at and it didn't work. So
yours was just done.
Yeah, unfortunately. And that was my very first PS2 and that was it hurt. I got it. God bless you.
Thank you.
Do have the fat model PS2 now, which I actually prefer the fat model, honestly.
Yeah, you would.
Hey, as long as they accept me for who I am, I don't care.
That was
We don't.
That was a microaggression. That was a very, very strong microaggression. I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
But
No, I will agree. Like, at least from working at the store, I found out the fat model ones are they're sturdier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you're working, stack two of them on top of each other, you ain't going to hurt nothing.
yeah.
Just don't stack a bloody 360 on top of it.
Yeah, well, on top of that, too, the original slim models from working at the video game store, the ribbons in them, the reason why I leave a ring around your disc is they'll start coming up after a while because the glue that holds them down will start to wear away. So you got a giant ring on your disc, and it's got to keep getting worse and worse and worse until you get it fixed. If you can even fix it some of the time. And then, just like the Game Boy Advance SP, you have the entire library of PS1 games, which is literally into the thousands.
Yep.
Exactly.
So you literally have probably, close to 3,000 games in total?
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have a PS1 memory card for the PS1 games, but again, you just have a shit ton
And
of
you
games.
can still
you
use
play.
the PS2 controller with the PS1 games.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or the PS1 controllers, depending on what game it is with PS2.
Yeah.
Depending on what game it is. Like, if you're going to do it with God of War, you can't do it. But
Let's think about what games PS2 released. God of War. One of the, for a lot of people, top 10 video game series of all time. Kingdom Hearts started on PS2.
Yep.
The camera angles and the camera controls were absolute dog water, but sure.
But that was the
It's-
era.
it
That
was
was
then.
the era, though.
Everything was inverted.
That was the early camera movement era.
Yep.
And then you had like Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jack
Resident
and
Evil.
Dexter.
Oh,
Resident
yeah.
Evil games were popular on there. Call of Duty started on there. The Midnight Club series. You have Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. NFL Blitz, the league. Or no, not the league, but NFL Blitz 1 and 2. I don't even like football games, and I freaking love those games.
Mm-hmm.
There's just I can't even. They released a crap load of like arcade collections that Atari, Intellivision, Sega. So many games came out for that console. You have a shit ton of racing games. It's just I can keep going, and just a plethora of RPGs, PS2 RPGs, PS1 RPGs, fucking Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I could keep going on about that console, but it's just fantastic system if you've never played it. We're listening to my dog. He's like,
The dog is going.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I wish a goth girl would step on me.
With that in mind, I can't even continue.
I almost like the fact that we're just continuing one long bit while you're actually trying to host a normal podcast.
Season 4 isn't normal.
Were seasons 1, 2, and 3 normal?
No.
No, you're right.
So a priest, a rabbi, and a duck walk into a bar.
That must have hurt.
I mean, the duck was fine.
They all go, ow. The duck's just like, quack, quack.
No, the duck said, "Put it on my bill."
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking kill yourself.
Hey.
Okay, bye.
All right. So,
Listen, there's a whole bunch of ice out there. I can just go fall down right now.
please don't.
This is just shatter his back for the 6th time this year.
It's like, okay, to make
Bro,
sure you
it
delete
feels-
the podcast. Yes. No, but this is a controversial system.
If you said the Wii U right now, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, I was going to say the one before that.
I mean, I like the Wii. I don't want to see one again for the rest of my life because of where I work, but
Yeah,
I don't mind
I
it.
understand that. No, the Nintendo Wii. Was it the greatest console ever? No.
No,
Was
but
it
it's
the most
marketed
advanced?
better than the Wii U was.
Yeah. Was
By
it
far.
the most advanced console ever? No.
I think it was probably one of the most innovative things that could have came out. It was
100%.
like-
Yes, it was a very innovative system that actually brought families back together to play gaming.
Wii Sports, Mario
with
Party.
Wii Sports, with just even with Hasbro Family Game Night, my parents actually wanted to play with me.
We got a Wii Fitness and we started weighing things. And so we picked up our cat, put the cat on the Wii Fit board, and it called our cat obese. It was hilarious. Dude, we just put because they had a feature where you could actually like specifically say, "I'm measuring a pet," and we put the cat on there. It just goes bling. That's obese, and we were like, "Fat fuck!" And then the cat walked out of the room.
Listen,
Dude.
that Wii Fit board calls me obese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it either calls me obese or overweight. I'm like, man, no, it calls tall and skinny overweight.
It called me a capsizing record. Capsizing.
I don't like that
Risk.
game. I try.
I don't like that.
I try to test them and it's just like
Listen,
you know how
listen.
fast
Did your
the guy
board-
gets fat. It's like whoop, boop.
Did your board like
It's-
break
no,
or
ma-
something?
No, it just
No.
immediately says obese, like without any question.
Maze,
That's obese.
towards the end of his tenure working there, Maze couldn't stand on it. He had to put it on the counter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw him look
This
back.
one-
I
this
saw
one
him
got
look back
big.
forward a little bit as you were saying that, and right after he said put it on the counter, he looked back at you, just like
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That was true because I was trying to test it past that point, but I fucking couldn't because I was obese. Fucking Wii Fit.
That's a beast.
Listen,
But anyways, with
if they
the-
call
the-
me big and I'm like half your size, it's gonna call anybody over me.
exactly
Overweight.
Well, those are Wii Fit fuckers. We don't fucking talk about that.
We
game.
fit fuckers.
Wii
but-
Fit Plus is worse.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's a very controversial system. But there was actually a lot of great games on there. Obviously,
There was.
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You had
Brawl.
Smash Bros. Brawl. Yes, that's also a great game. Pokemon Battle Revolution. I didn't play it very much. You played more of that game, Menekai.
So the draw for Battle Revolution itself was you could bring your team from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum into 3D.
I kind of
In a
wish we
Pokemon
still-
Stadium
I
show.
kind of wish we still had that because apparently you can still do it.
I don't even know how much it is.
Damn.
I mean, I would have to figure out how to connect Diamond and Pearl back up
Yeah.
to that
but
game.
Yeah, that was the appeal. There
but
was
I wouldn't mind trying that again.
there is a rental system almost like Pokemon Stadium, but you don't get to pick your Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's either you pick the girl who has a Kanto team of the 3 starters in middle stage, Rhyhorn, Pidgeot, and Dragonair, or you pick the dude who has the Sinnoh starters in middle stage, Gabite, Luxio, and Staravia. And you can go through essentially the whole island of Colosseums.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's fine. But then the teams get a little bit more advanced because you can unlock other cards and other teams. I don't remember doing half of it, but you could. Or you can take your team, make it, build it, and do the same thing. But you got to transfer your Pokemon over.
Yeah.
That was the catch.
Did you have to beat the game first in order to do that?
No.
Like, you have to beat Diamond and Pearl?
I think you had to get to the point in Diamond and Pearl to be able to trade and do all that.
Okay.
So I think it's...
Because I know we did it for the longest time, but you kind of did all that
I
yourself to get
did
the teams that
all
we
of
wanted.
it.
Because I remember...
I had a thought, and it was about to kill me, that I was going to put every single Pokemon in there. That was a thought. I was close.
Yeah.
I would, though.
Yeah, we did that before we could do any like the 3D battling or anything. We just played Pokemon Battle Revolution and battled each other with the teams
Great.
we wanted.
Nice.
We pulled it out to where it'd be like monotype with certain ones we had. We put the types in the hat, draw the hat up, boom. It's kind of great.
You should find out how much that game is so we can do that again.
I can see if we have
Because
it.
I had the action replay for Diamond and Pearl. We can just put whatever we
Get
want on there.
everyone in there. Yeah, I can find out.
So that was a big system for Pokemon. And besides,
Well, not necessarily a big system for Pokemon because they only had like 3 games for Pokemon.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, besides Battle Revolution and all the stuff that we were talking about,
Pokepark.
Pokepark. Yes. Now you played the first one
I love the
more
first
than I have. Now I played and beat the second one, which is my favorite.
Second one's great. First one, you're only Pikachu.
Yeah.
So that was a small drawback. But
And
it's the
that's
same
what I
premise.
loved about Pokepark 2. You could play as Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott, or Pikachu.
The draw for me, minus story mode for Pokepark 1, was the mini games. We'd compete in those too. It was great.
Yep. I want them to make another Pokepark because I love
Pokepark
just
3,
sitting there
man.
playing. I love playing as Oshawott and beating the shit out of like a fully evolved Pokemon that would clearly not be
Now,
defeated
you
from
got
me.
Ash Ketchum plot armor with that game.
Yeah.
Like, think of what they did. I'm going to draw this off top, but they can do. Like, look what they did with new Pokemon Snap for the Switch. They could pull it off and make it phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all about the numbers for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Now, on top of those, they had one of my favorite Kirby games, Kirby Return to Dreamland. A fantastic game. I need to get the remake on the Switch.
He is popping off up there.
He is popping off, yeah.
I'm going to go get it.
But Kirby Return to Dreamland, fantastic game. Kirby's Epic Yarn, not that great. Yeah. Oh, they also released a Kirby 20th anniversary?
Interesting.
It was a 20th anniversary collection where you had a bunch of classic Kirby games in one, plus you had the soundtrack. And it came in a special. I should show you what the game looks like. I
think I've seen it.
Did you see it? It came with like a special outer cardboard for the box.
Yeah.
I saw that day one at GameStop. It's like, I'm buying this now because it has all this Kirby shit in one.
There he is.
There's the boy. Buddy is down here.
Poor
My boy.
He's trembling. He's so happy.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, bud. Good, because I had to move the microphone anyway.
Yeah.
No, he wants to go sit with Uncle Suitcase.
Hello.
Did you hear any of my Kirby stuff?
Oh.
I heard Epic Yarn and Return to Dreamland, and then I kind of zoned out because I was grabbing him.
So like I was saying, the Suitcase. There was a whole Kirby 20th anniversary collection.
Oh, yeah.
That there's all these Kirby games, all these classic Kirby games included. Plus, you had a whole soundtrack included from all the Kirby
Oh, yeah.
games.
We had that at work for a long time.
Oh, dude.
I think we still
I saw
do.
that at GameStop day one. I bought it. It's
I don't blame
awesome.
you.
Now, on top of all these games that the Wii has, that was the first system that you could buy all these classic games off of.
Yeah,
NES, N64, Genesis. There were some games on there I've never even heard of that I bought off there.
Yep.
What sucks is that they're tied to your console and not an account.
Yeah.
But
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
yeah, but it was still an awesome system that like I could sit there and play all these games I never heard of. Plus, once you're done with all that shit, you can hack the system and pretty much put whatever game you want on there.
I remember that because that saved me from a whole bunch of eternal boredom. I survived with no internet for 3 months.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that again.
I don't blame it. Which I know it's off. I mean, we've been off topic plenty of times.
We've been off topic for the past, like, how long have we been going?
Exactly.
No, we've been going off topic since season 1, episode 2.
Exactly. No, but I've been picking up more physical stuff lately, like more physical CDs and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sick and tired of, I want to see this movie. It's on no streaming service. And then when it's on a streaming service, you have to pay $5 to rent it for like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll pay $5 to get a used copy and keep it permanently.
Exactly.
So, which, there's kids out there like, oh, streaming is so much better and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but what happens if the streaming service goes down? Then what?
Exactly.
Little bastard donkeys.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily, you popped in today. It's one of those things, you could go Disney Plus for Coco, but you bought it physical. Exact same point.
Exactly.
So I know Coco is a great movie.
Yes.
I need to watch that.
Oh, such a good movie. But since I was talking about,
I almost started
games,
singing the song, and I remember copyright.
yeah.
I had to stop myself.
No, but I was talking about consoles having the games on the system and not on an account. I'm glad.
Or like blocked by DLC.
Yes, I'm glad this next system I'm going to talk about, they actually put the shit that you buy on an account, and it's going to the next one coming out, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Now, it's lower on my list because I love the Switch. And back in the day when I was a kid with the Game Boy Advance, it was like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if I had console quality games in the palm of my hand? You know? And obviously, now you have that with the Switch. I mean, obviously, there's limitations to it with certain games, but playing a full Mario game, full Zelda game, full Pokemon game in the palm of your hands, and then pop it on the TV whenever you want, which was a dream of mine. Take it off the dock, have it in your hands, put it on the dock, put it on your TV. Greatest thing ever. And you have fantastic Switch games, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. You have Pokemon Legends Arceus. You have...
We don't talk about Scarlet and Violet.
That's why I said Arceus.
Yup. That's why I brought that point up.
You got Ultimate Chicken Horse. I know that's cross-platform, but I play it the most on there. You have Mario Kart. You have Smash Bros. On there. You have...
I smell pee.
Huh?
I smell pee.
He probably peed down
He
here
probably
somewhere.
peed somewhere.
You little whiz.
Which, honestly, if he peed there, whatever. I'd rather him do that than... Buddy.
I mean, Breath of the Wild, they made Zelda open world.
Yeah.
They finally had the technology to do it. Sure, there's absolutely nothing in Hyrule at that point, but they fixed it in Tears of the Kingdom. But still, it's open world. It's huge.
You know, here's the thing. I'm sure I would absolutely love Tears of the Kingdom if I got into playing it. I just don't like the fact that when you first start playing, you're forced to build stuff to travel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which I think is dumb. And I know it took a while in Breath of the Wild. You have to go looking around. Hey, there's a horse. I'm going to go get a horse. But it's like, I don't want to be forced to build something.
Yeah.
So
Let me just go explore first. Don't make me-
and again, I'm sure if I sat down and hardcore play it, I'd be fine with it. And on top of all of these great physical games, you have just a plethora of digital games. I know there's a lot of like hentai shit on there, on like every list that you look at. But there's all these arcade games.
2K's head just perked up at that for a second. I saw his head go back down.
There's so many arcade games on the Switch that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
That are just awesome arcade games. Like my favorite version of Burger Time, Super Burger Time, that was digitally on the store. That's a fantastic game. Dig Dug's on there, Pac-Man's on there. All these Neo Geo games, there's just so many arcade games you can buy on there. Yeah. There's so many great two-player games, and
Nintendo is the multiplayer system. I'll tell you that right now. For couch co-op, Nintendo.
Exactly. And that's why I mentioned Ultimate Chicken Horse. Yes, it is multi-platform, but we play it the most on the Switch, and that's one of my favorite games on the system. Because it's so stupid, random, funny, that is awesome. And again, they have everything tied to your account, finally, after how many freaking generations of Nintendo having you buy digital shit.
Hey, Maze, I got a question for you. How do you feel about 3-player Mario Party and having Yoshi be the 4th player?
He can suck my balls upside down on a Tuesday night.
What happens when he puts it on random and to get a star and it still lands on you anyway?
Again, he can suck my balls blindfolded with Cheerio tied around his nuts.
And then you can go to swap places with people. You're closest to star by 2 points, and he gets you anyway, and then rolls a 3.
See the head of that guitar? That's going up his ass.
Yeah, Mace does not have good feelings about Yoshi, especially in Mario Party.
Yes, and exactly everything that Menakai said happened to me.
I've witnessed, and it was legit. You want to talk about crashing out? This boy crashes out on Yoshi. It's the funniest thing. I have no idea where he went. I hear him behind me. Buddy Puppers.
I have to check something out.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, it's, you talk about crash. He curses Yoshi like nobody's business. Top of his lungs. It's hilarious. Did he do it?
He took it off.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was smelling.
Ah, Buddy Puppers.
Buddy, I love you.
Oh, I can see it in the reflection of the TV station there. I can see a pooper. A singular turd.
Back upstairs for you, boy.
I was wondering what smelled like piss, but it wasn't piss. It was shit. Buddy poo.
Keep it in, buddy. Went poo poo. Never mind. Keep it in.
Buddy went dookie.
Buddy, go poo poo.
Did you finish the Yoshi story?
I got one more question for you. How do you feel about Yoshi being in the new Mario movie?
The one coming up? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's where your problem is only Yoshi and Mario Party.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I mean, besides that, I love Yoshi. Yes. So, Nintendo Switch. Fantastic console. And last but not least.
That's what was that for? Yeah.
Yes, I got one more. This system literally lasted 2 years. But at the time, it was one of the most advanced systems. Well, until the PS2 came out. The Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah.
Sega Dreamcast came out. At the time, the graphics are beautiful. Very ahead of its time. It connects to the internet. You can play online at Fantasy Star Online. Came out with some of the better Sonic Adventure games, which I know it's controversial because it hasn't aged well. But you figure.
Well, you know what? Nobody else has aged well. How about that?
Well, I'm sorry. It came out in 1999. What the fuck do you expect from 1999?
Movie graphics, god dang it.
Yeah.
You know, looking back, it hasn't aged well. But back in the day, it's like, shit, this looks really awesome.
Listen, back in the day, the wrestlers on the PS1 era looked real.
Yeah. And nowadays, they look like they got some, like, 3D figure and pasted the face on it. There you go.
All I can think of sometimes when I think of graphics is PS1 Hagrid.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God. No.
I played that game, too.
I'll do you one better. PS1 Peeves. Nah. That was PS2.
I don't know. I think
I'm just mad he wasn't in the movies.
I just think PS1 Hagrid is a benchmark of incredible things.
Oh, yeah, no, I sat there and played that game, too. I didn't get very far because I got stuck, but Dreamcast.
Somebody didn't know how to use his wand the right way.
First off, there was a part in there. I'm pretty sure it was in the PS1 version. Maybe it was the PC version. In one of the versions, there was a thing you had to trace.
Oh.
And you had to trace, like, there was like a wand thing, and you had to trace it.
Yeah.
And if you didn't trace it correctly, you failed.
Oh.
And Hermione kept saying, like, I failed and failed. It's like, you motherfucker, I'm off by, like, not even barely any, and you're still not counting it. So I just kind of gave up. But that might have been the PC version, now I think about it.
Somebody didn't know how to use their wand the right way.
I was using it. It just wasn't in the freaking lines that she wanted me to fucking have it in.
She wanted you to drag your wand in the lines?
Yes.
And you kept missing.
Yep. I mean, she does magic shit. So she's like, Leviosa.
I'm taking a magic shit.
Leviosa. Oh.
Leviosa shit.
Oh. What the fuck?
So do you think
I'm so tired.
So do you think in the magical world their toilets flush themselves?
You know, I don't know.
Because you never see somebody go take a pee.
But do you think they just it just disappears? It's like magic.
Or do they just not even go to the bathroom, just like
I'm done.
Crapo Elgano, and it's just gone.
Crapo Elgano.
Crapo Organo.
And it's just gone. And they're like, that's better.
Yep. And just like when the Dreamcast came up, in 2 years it was gone. And because Sega doesn't fucking know how to sell anything.
Yep.
Because they're fucking Sega of America and Sega of Japan fucking stupid, and they just argued like annoying children and didn't fucking agree on anything.
And then they just sold to Nintendo, and Nintendo's got the whole property.
Well, no.
No,
they're a third-party developer now. They don't make consoles
I said
anymore.
that, and then I immediately thought, wait, there's the PS3 version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. But they make games for everybody now. Like, they put Sonic and everything.
Yeah.
But fantastic system. It just unfortunately didn't last. But all right.
I remember back in the days, you go in the basement back in the 90s, and somebody's got a Dreamcast. It's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how it was when my mom met my dad the first time.
Or you go up and they got that all-in-one big old TV, giant screen. You got the speakers down at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and fire up the Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when my dad had the Dreamcast. I've never seen Dreamcast before. I didn't even know it existed. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And he had a demo disc with like House of the Dead, Sonic, Power Stone, and a couple other games on there. But Sonic Adventure, it was just the first level of Emerald Coast. It's like, oh, this game is awesome. I'm going to play second level. Like, well, you can't. This is only a demo. Can you get me the full game?
Yeah.
And then my cousin and I would play like the NBA games on there, which are actually pretty decent for the time. And we played Speed Devils. This is a really good racing game. Hydro Thunder, which is a fantastic boat racing game. I highly recommend that game. And there's just so many great games off that console, but they just... Well, another reason why it failed is because you can easily copy the games. Like, they had like no copyright protection on the discs.
Yeah.
So, you can have a full collection of games for free. Rest in peace, Dreamcast. You will be missed. What do you guys got?
Well, I mean, my favorite console has to be the Super Nintendo. Really just
Very good choice.
classic. It was my first console. I mean, even nowadays, I wish I had the power adapters and stuff that worked, so I could play it again. Because like I would play it again in an instant. Just like hell yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Is that all you need? Is the power adapter?
I think so.
You realize one of your co-hosts works at a game store, right?
Yeah, true.
Well, plus,
And the other one probably has like.
And the
I was
other
going to
one
say I probably
has
have an extra for you.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see if I can find the console. It's been a while. I don't know where to put it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Super Nintendo.
But the
It's a
Super Nintendo is just
fantastic
so
system.
classic. Yeah, classic.
Yeah, it's Super Mario World, Link to the Past. It's the first time Super Mario Kart came to be.
Yeah.
You got Metroid. You got Star Fox on there. Castlevania. There's a really good Castlevania game on there.
Yeah.
Side note, this is kind of ironic. Speaking of PS2, I just found a post that has every single one in every single other color minus the common ones.
Damn.
Really.
So there's a
They have a really nice blue one that only released in Japan.
there's the gold system, there's the silver fat one, there's the white fat one, there's a red slim, there's a pink slim,
I saw that one.
there's like almost like a lilac-y silver fat.
Interesting.
I haven't seen that one.
I don't know. It looks like that in the light. I'm just going to show you. It's on the far right. Yeah. I think it's the silver one, but then the one in the middle looks silver.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kind of right. We're talking about game system and that pops up.
And honestly, even today, those games still look great.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the 16-bit art style
They
still
age well,
looks.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it has aged so well. All those games are still gorgeous.
If you put Mario in any other light with that, unless he's a 3D model, he just looks wrong. You got that Nintendo era, and then you got the 3D era. Anything else in between doesn't look right.
yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else in between, actually.
Well, what do you mean for
Like, if you picture Mario the way I picture him, it's either the 3D model from either Odyssey or any of the like the Wii games or all that, or Super Mario, Super Nintendo. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing in between. You'll tell me Mario, this dude looks like Fire Mario in 16-bit, or
Yeah,
he's
right.
red and blue. That's how it is. Right. They did it right.
Next, I really got to say the DS. Like
That is also
the
a good
original
console.
DS was a crazy like innovation because it was like
This system has a touchscreen. Holy moly!
yeah, touchscreen, dual screen, pick to chat, game share,
Freaking
demo,
pick to chat.
like the demo kiosks where you would go take your DS, hit the download manager, and you would get like a demo thing from like Walmart or something. It was.
I remember that.
Those were the times. That was a lot better of a console than like handheld console than people thought.
Yeah.
Like now that it's been passed and gone, it's like, damn, this stuff is good.
Honestly, That's still up there with I'm pretty sure it's the most number one sold console.
I think it's
of
the
all time.
number one sold handheld. Yeah.
Either that or I think PS2 still might be number one. I know.
I'm gonna look it up.
I know DS is up there. I think number 2 at least.
But yeah,
I remember one of our friends, the tall one with long hair and the 2 kids. I don't know if you want me to say your name on here, so I'm not going to. But
it took me a second.
you know,
I forgot he had long hair.
Yeah, so him and I would be sleeping at my parents' house, and he'd be in the guest room next to me, and we'd be on PictoChat going back and forth, like typing stupid shit to each other on our DSs. Oh, that was a really good system. Mario, you had a 3D Mario Kart on there. The Pokemon games, honestly, they kind of hit on that console.
Yeah.
Especially Gen 5. And on top of that, you can play your Game Boy Advance games on there.
exactly.
Which actually helps you complete the Pokédex and the Pokemon games. What else? What else did I play on that system? I attempted to play Wario Master of Disguise. Have you ever played that?
So I just hear the dog destroying a fit up there.
I know.
No, I never played Master of Disguise.
Don't do it.
No, that bad.
So in order to change into the disguises, which are the power-ups, you have to do a certain drawing on the touchscreen.
Yeah.
So you have to remember which each fucking one is in order to transform. And
Nice.
you literally have to go stop what you're doing. I think you had to draw on Wario to put the disguise on. Go do what you do. Draw again. Bring him back to regular Wario. And then draw again to do another costume.
Ooh.
And it was just very tedious and annoying.
So I have the top 8 with actual units sold of best-selling video game consoles of all time right now.
Okay.
Number 1, with 155 million plus, PlayStation 2.
Yep.
Yeah, not surprised.
Number 1.
Number 2, with 154.02 million, flat, the DS.
Wow,
But I don't know if they're lumping all of them in. Or
They probably are lumping everything together. I mean, that's what they did with the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Number 3, 125 million plus is the Switch.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Number 4, with 117.2 million, is the PlayStation 4.
I can't believe the Switch beat the PS4.
102,
crazy.
102.4 million, the original PlayStation.
Damn.
101.63 million, the Wii.
I can't believe the Wii is Jesus, that low.
87.4 million plus for the PlayStation 3. 84 million plus for the Xbox 360.
I can't believe 360.
And then after that, you're looking at the PlayStation Portable and the Atari 2600. But I don't have numbers for those two.
Wow. Which, I mean, goes to show you how great both
Listen,
the DS and the PS2 were.
Did you hear PS5 in that era? Did you hear Xbox One in that era?
Exactly.
Did you hear the Wii U in that era?
Wii U. That's funny.
Actually, I'm kind of curious on that number now.
It's probably 10 million, maybe.
I was like 10. I know 2 of them were you and me.
Talking about the Xbox, though, the 360 was a really good console. Stepped up on the things. The online marketplace was really where it sold, though.
No. You want to talk about 360, go into a Call of Duty lobby in 2007.
I was never a Call of Duty guy. But, the Xbox 360 market had so many good indie games and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, God, I miss Total Miner. It was, one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
I don't think I played that one.
You've never played Total Miner? Holy crap. I don't know if you can still get it nowadays. It was one of the best. It was a Minecraft clone. It was so friggin' fun. It didn't look great, but it was so friggin' fun. The door glitch was my favorite thing to do. Basically, you'd have a block that was a marketplace. You could buy things and sell things. You could buy wood, turn it into doors, and sell the doors for a profit.
Interesting.
And you could make 50, 60,000 gold in 10 minutes.
Huh.
If you rolled the right prices.
Jeez.
Okay, it looks like my list needs to get amended because I got on Wikipedia. Hold on. I saw the Wii U.
No.
Wii U as of
Oh man.
whatever year. I don't know when this thing is set at. Let's say hypothetically right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.56 million.
And
It
people
got
want
beat by
Nintendo
the
to be
Quest
innovative.
2, the GameCube, the Xbox, the Series X and S, the Atari, the Genesis and Mega Drive, the 64, the NES, and the Super Famicom. Actually, SNES, the Super Famicom, Xbox One, the NES, the PS5. 3DS outsold PS5 right now
Damn.
I'm surprised.
by a lot by this point.
You know, on top
3DS is 75.94 million. Xbox or PS5 is only 65.6 million.
on top of the Wii store, there was a lot of great indie games on the 360 store. Plus the fact with
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead
Yeah.
1 2. But on top of all that, you do Xbox Gold and you get a bunch of free games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day, I didn't even play a 360. I just signed up for Xbox Gold and I got all these free games.
Yeah.
So I have all these games on my account and I got them all for free back in the day.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So there's a game I remember. I don't remember if it was on 360. But it reminded me of indie games. It was on the Wii U. I know that. I think PlayStation 3 too. You remember Cloudberry Kingdom?
Yep.
I saw it as an icon on something. I don't remember what. It was at work, but I don't remember what it was. I want that game again so bad. It was
No.
so good.
I remember we played the shit out of that for a long time. But it was we had it on the Wii U and it was just like,
I mean, it's all right. But then it was also the Wii U, which you get it and you're like, okay, this isn't that fun.
yeah.
Actually,
So let's see. That was, you did 3.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you want to do 2
wait,
more?
what did he
Yeah,
say?
I could do
It was DS 360.
I have to
Super
say,
Nintendo.
The
Yep.
the PSP and by extension the Vita. Played a lot of games on there that were pretty solid. That's actually the console that got me into Persona.
Yeah, you know, just like with the Dreamcast, the PS Vita was so ahead of its time. Had an LED screen to it. It was an LED screen, wasn't
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Fantastic console, but
It's called a LED screen. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, let's go.
But, of course, Sony's like, oh, well, we got to focus on the PS4 and
Yeah.
not the Vita. It's like, you had such a great concept, Sony. Get rid of the stupid back touch.
Sony.
Get rid of the stupid back touch bullshit.
Yeah.
And then put some good games on there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the RPGs are good, but not a casual person would want to play a lot of those.
The problem with that is
casual.
they realized they weren't going to win the Nintendo handheld market.
Yeah.
So they just went back to home consoles.
Yeah, I know. But
Like, I understand it. Good dip into it, but I think that's the reason Xbox hasn't touched handhelds.
I would like
supposedly Xbox is working on a handheld, though.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to pull up stuff from Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's Microsoft. I want WoW on the Xbox. God dang it!
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to get that out.
So the PSP and the Vita.
I did.
And the PSP was really awesome, too, because that was like a media player for me.
Yeah.
I had music on there. He had music on his.
Oh, I got stories of PSP when it comes to my turn. You know my
Oh,
stories.
yeah.
Oh, you know my stories.
I could customize my background, put whatever I want on my background. A little own personal computer. I had some pretty good games on there. I didn't have too many games for it, but mostly use it for like just a media player, just like internet and shit.
Is it weird that for mine, until like 3 months ago, I never put a game in it?
Good Lord.
That is sad.
Never.
Does it actually read?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It read faster than the other ones did for some of them. It's kind of wild. I'm like, I didn't know this thing still read. Because I had to test one for a customer. I'm like, there's no PSP handy up here. And I was like, hold on. There's one in my bag. It's mine. Popped it in there. Boom. I'm like, bro, this thing.
That's insane.
I'm like, bro, this thing still reads.
Oh, and this motherfucker, he doesn't have just normal PSP. He has the God of War PSP.
I
Right?
do.
I know he is the right one.
I
Oh,
do.
okay.
Some people don't know that one exists.
Yeah. Shit's nice. That was a really good console. And then you can just like put digital movies to it too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can buy the DVDs. I mean, those are kind of cool, but they're a little janky. They didn't go load very fast. So I might as well put a bunch of digital shit on there.
And then honestly, my last, and I know it's silly because we talk about it all the time, like in the competition, but like the PC, like the PC in general. Like I know people are like, "Oh, it's not a console." It plays video games. It's a console.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying the PC so I could segue my way into saying Limbus Company.
I didn't even have to ask the question.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we at for time?
It is 1:08. Those are
my five.
That's five. That's five.
All right, and Mr. Minikai.
All right, I'm gonna start with my
about
PSP stories before I get off on a tangent and make my list for it. So, as you know, if you've kept up with the podcast, Mays and I used to work at the same store before he left.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, our top sellers for PSPs are the Amish.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
And DS handhelds in general. It's the Amish.
Why?
But there's a reason we have a policy of they don't get to return stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, Mace can attest for my PSP. I have thrown this thing unintentionally across a warehouse floor.
Incredible.
I have dropped this thing on multiple surfaces. Still works. All that's on it is like a little scratch on the screen. That's it.
Somehow it all still works.
It still works. Except I just got to change the battery out.
Hello? Okay, never mind.
Get fucked.
No, you're good, I think.
No, it didn't look like my voice was coming up. It's like...
You're good. But, so the reason for the Amish not being able to return it, they'll bring it back, mind you, after everything I've done to mine.
Yeah.
Pretty much untouched screen. There's some dirt on it that won't come off. This thing's old as dirt. They bring it back, the screen is shattered.
Oh, wow.
It's like they dropped the entire barn on the stupid thing.
That's not that bad, though. I've had them return PSPs where the disk drive is coated in mud.
Ooh.
And it looks like they just like dipped it into the ground.
Yeah. They'll just, and they'll wonder why the things don't work. It's like, what? First of all, what do you do to this? Oh, I dropped it.
You didn't drop it. You had Jebediah shove it in the ground for a day.
You want to see me drop my PSP and see what happens with it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe the battery cover will pop out and the battery will pop out.
It's like, can you fix this for us? Like, you have mud and dirt in every crevice of the
There's
system.
mud and dirt in places on this system I didn't even know had places. They can't. And it'll be working fine when we give it to them. They'll bring it back a day later saying this doesn't work. Okay, what are you doing with it? They don't have an answer.
I have a mud bath with it. It's like,
no.
you don't do that.
No.
Stop it.
But yeah, it's...
I mean, we're not even trying to be mean. Like, these are legit stories that we've actually gone through.
Like, I understand you want to dip your toes in technology because you're Amish and you don't know this. I get it. Maybe figure out a way to do your research on what you should and shouldn't do with your handhelds and technology before you start. Especially if you have no idea what you're talking about or doing.
Yes. Oh, the horse stomping on it 5 times, it's not going to work after that?
The horse stomping on it because it heard a gunshot from you playing Call of Duty on it? Well, guess what? Now you got a problem.
Yeah.
It's either you get your PSP fixed or you don't take it on the horse and buggy. And MayesBoy's dancing.
Yes.
So my system list is not in any particular order just because I'm pulling it
I
out.
feel very antsy for some reason.
I don't know. You're scratching your ass a lot. It's a little concerning. You're going to give yourself a rash like you did with your neck. That's why your neck has a rash, because you're scratching your ass and you're scratching your neck. You're getting ass particles on your neck.
He's got neck
My
herpes.
underwear was in my ass crack, okay?
You're about to have a second ass on your neck.
Yes.
This man's got neck herpes now.
Neck.
Ew.
Ew.
Away from me.
You want to touch my neck herpes?
No.
I don't even want to touch your neck in general.
I'd be concerned if you wanted to touch my neck, honestly.
Ain't nobody want to touch any part of you.
No shit. What else is new?
Oh,
I almost feel bad.
I almost feel.
Hashtag almost.
Almost. So, my list. Listen, I found this out with Tall and Skinny. I'm not mean. I'm diabolical. Or something different.
Okay.
No, you're just a dick.
Same thing. My list is in no particular order because I'm just pulling this out of my brain because I wasn't ready for this to be the topic.
Yeah.
Because we had it planned. I know it was a voice kind of thing, but I didn't have time today to think up a list. Too many people, too much stuff.
I had this list made for a while, so.
Yeah, I knew it was on there. I just never did it. I almost want to put the PSP on there, but I can't just because I've never put a game in it until like 2 months ago. Love the thing. It still works, but I can't put it on the list. It's like number 6 if it's on my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a system you actually,
I
pop
can't
games into.
justify
and
it
have
if I have it put it in religiously.
Yeah.
But I will say, in general, the Game Boys themselves, because as a kid, that's your first thing.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Mind you, for me, as a kid, I was, even more than I am now, believe it or not, it was Pokemon or nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't care about Zelda. I didn't care about Kirby.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Didn't care about Mario. It's Pokemon. It's red. It's blue. It's yellow. My mama played yellow.
Damn.
And that was great. Beat me to a pulp, but hey. Yeah, it was, and then you'd branch out with other games. My first Kirby game was Nightmare in Dreamland. Got it from a cousin in Long Island. I'm like, this game is great.
Yeah.
It introduced me to Kirby.
That was... I think that was my first real Kirby game because the first Kirby game I actually got was Kirby's Block Ball on the Game Boy. I didn't know what Kirby was before that game. It was Kirby's Block Ball, Kirby's Pinball, because I got Kirby's Pinball from...
I remember Block Ball.
I got Kirby's Pinball from Yaj because he didn't want to play it anymore. And then Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. Yeah, that was the first real Kirby game I got.
And then, like, through the Game Boy itself, you just run through with your favorite Pokemon. Then you got the Advance and SP era. Now it's starting to make sense because now the story's getting a little bit darker. It's starting to get a little more fun. New Pokemon. Everything's in full color. Well, as full color as they could make it. Full color. Game Boy's up there. And then at the same token, I'm gonna say number 2, but it's not actually my number 2. DS and 3DS. They all still hold up.
Yep.
All the games pretty much still hold up.
Yep. They were small. Like the resolution wasn't that great, but there's still a lot of great games on that.
And then 3DS, first 3D Pokemon games that aren't 2D, and they run better than Scarlet and Violet do.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at you got Animal Crossing was on there. I played New Leaf like nobody's business for a while. I watched the Scorpion and Tarantula fight in that game, but for them fighting, it's just they jump and headbutt each other in midair and come back down. It was funny because you could put them all in their like little like almost like bug sanctuary, but they put them together and they just headbutt each other. I'm like, because I hear the noise, I'm like, what is that noise? And they go because it's in the same room. I go in the room and I'm like, oh, they fighting. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know how I want to set this back down.
That's fair. My list is actually a lot of Nintendo because I do enjoy my Switch. Would I put that number 3 on my list?
I don't know. I know you put the Switch on there at one point.
Actually, I might because the Switch.
I mean, that's what you said to me anyway.
The Switch. Honestly, I will openly say that the Switch has introduced me to a lot of games that I could say I've enjoyed that I haven't really bothered with before.
Right.
Yeah.
I just heard the end of that whine and it just broke me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, because I've dabbled in Zelda a little bit with like Majora's Mask. I never fully religiously just started playing it.
Yeah.
I jumped into Breath of the Wild, had a phenomenal time.
No,
Didn't
you're
beat
right.
it, but I was in that weird funk of like, I don't know what I play, kind of funk. That lasts for like a year, I swear. And Mario Odyssey.
Odyssey's a great game.
as open world Mario as you could get without turning into
Played
Breath of the Wild.
I played for a week and beat the shit out of it. So
Damn.
Yeah. And
I
then
played for a full week.
Kirby and Forgotten Lands.
I need to sit down and hardcore.
It's still great.
Yeah, and I'm not even
I
saying,
should say still great. It's great.
Well, I'm not even saying if it's a bad game or anything. I just haven't sat down and like beaten it yet.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, fair
And then
enough.
they gave us the first official, fully open world Pokemon. Well,
Yeah,
see, you can't make the argument because technically Pokemon has always been open world.
not really.
I mean, pretty linear, yeah, but it's still open world. If you think about it in a sense, because,
Not really, because like open world, I would say like Oblivion or Skyrim.
yeah.
You know, you can just go wherever. Pokemon, like you said, was very linear.
It's pretty linear. But it,
And it brought you point to point A, B, and C. Scarlet and Violet, it's like, okay, if I want to go climb those mountains, I want to go climb those mountains.
you don't get pancake when you climb those mountains, but you can climb those mountains.
Yeah.
I mean,
but-
Sword and Shield, I mean, they gave you the first taste of open world, the wild area. It just bothers me that, like, I enjoy it better than I do Scarlet and Violet in a sense.
I don't
But
know.
it bothers me that Pokemon have a set spawn point in the wild area, and you can't just encounter them in that area in any general idea. Because it's like if I know where to go get a Gorgeist, I know where to go get a Gorgeist.
Right.
I know where it's going to hit. Or if I need a Galvantula, I know where it's going to be.
Right.
But it's like if you put him in just in that area and I got to go find him, sure. Great idea. And that's what happens a lot with Scarlet and Violet because they got the special terrestrialized Pokemon with a unique type. You know where they're going to be.
Yeah.
They're in the same spot. They don't change.
Yep.
Let's see. Buddy, I hear you.
What number are you at?
3 technically.
Okay.
Man, I'm feeling it.
So am I. I will say this one just because I've put the most hours, arguably, into this one and the second one. So I'm going to lump these two into one. PS4 and PS5, I no-lifed a whole bunch of games on those. Our good times with WWE 2K, good times.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it.
Yeah, you're right.
I miss our custom universe. That's what I miss most.
Yeah.
Because the custom universe we downloaded Captain
we had so
America.
many characters.
Captain America had a rivalry with Donald Trump, and it was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed in the universe. We downloaded.
China.
Suge, did I tell you our my favorite facts that I put on there? I don't remember if I brought this up, and I might have. I did,
bring it
yes.
up, yes.
Vicious and I did, yes. Vicious and Delicious. We download Captain
Yep.
Crunch, KFC, and Wendy's, girl. They almost won the tag titles. The problem is they had to go through Maze and me first.
Oh.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, our characters were like all like buffed all the
We're
way.
at 7 feet tall, 300 plus pounds each.
Yep.
But it's just good times. And then our matches against each other, great fun.
Yeah, the wrestling games were fun.
Which I kind of wanted. I have thoughts to run by you after this podcast is over. I just thought about it. And just a lot of games I put. Red Dead is on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on the Xbox One too, but Red Dead, top 3 best games of all time. But then, gotta hook suitcase up. All right, I'm gonna jump to my last one. Honestly, it's got to be the 360 because before the PS4 and all that, all the online stuff was on 360. That picked up too as almost a solid bar. Yeah, all of our online stuff
Solid
was
bar
360.
of fatness.
Can
That was on the
I just realized all your
podcast.
Skylanders are glowing.
Can I tell you a GTA flying story? So we would join up with our old buddy at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever.
Yeah.
Just whenever. We just pop online. And we would do the custom stuff people have made through GTA Online. Yes. And it starts out as a plane race.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Go MayesBoy here does not fly to save his life.
Oh, no.
And we're all on headset. We just hear him under his breath cursing this plane up like a storm. Just under his breath, like,
Bitch.
and we're just laughing. But the thing that got me dying, in my field of view, I'm flying the plane going through I had just crashed. I'm just hitting the start line again. I got pretty decent, but I ended up crashing anyway.
Yeah.
It was just a tight turn. Maze doesn't even get to checkpoint 1.
Oh.
I kid you not, I see this boy in the plane going about a good 30 feet. And then just does a 90-degree angle nosedive right to the ground. This boy just gave up. Like, you got to think at one point, if you hit the stick the wrong way, you're going down.
Yeah.
But, like, if you see yourself going down, I don't continue to go down that long. You gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I see you vanish off my screen, and then 3 seconds later, May's sanity died. And I know what happened.
So here's another story too. The guy who used to play with A-Ryle.
I gotta tell your Call of Duty one too.
Yeah. So he would just casually drive by you. You know, whatever. You don't realize he puts a sticky bomb on you with remote control.
Yeah.
So you just be driving around, boom! Your car blows up for no reason. It's like, what happened? It's like, I put a sticky bomb on you, son of a bitch.
I remember I did that once, but you knew I did it.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah, because I caught on after having him doing it to me 5-6 times.
No, this is after. You saw me put it on there. I walked up to you and put it on your car hood.
Oh.
And you forgot there were button triggered whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I left it on there for like 20 minutes. And you're just randomly driving past me, and I remember, and I hit the button, and you just blow up. I heard you drop that controller. It just, boom, I just hear, clunk. I'm like, you forgot about the sticky bomb, didn't you?
Playing GTA was fun. Back when I could actually stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Can I tell you?
Oh, wait, I do it all the time.
Can I tell you a Call of Duty
Go
story?
ahead and do it. Well, yeah, because you work third shift. So
So, we would play late at night. This one couldn't stay up to save his life, which I understand. There was times I couldn't do it either. I can't do it now. I can't do it. I hate when I do it. I said do.
do
We played Call of Duty.
Poopy.
I think it was World War II. It was like the older school like feel to it. It was a newer game. It was like old school feel.
Boots on the ground. Has to be boots on the ground. Boots on the ground.
And again, we're on headset, so we can just see and hear each other. Just playing. May's getting quiet, but he's still kind of playing. You know how he goes.
Yeah.
We just suddenly hear. And I know it's not A-Ryle, and I know it's not me. So I'm like, A-Ryle, he's asleep. And I'm like, I'm going to go find him and see if he's standing still. Oh, no, he's not standing still. He's got the controller still in his hand, but he's got the gun pointing at the sky, and he's walking into a wall.
Incredible.
While snoring. He's just... And we're like, Maze, nothing fine. I'm like, Maze! He's like, huh? I'm like, go to bed. He's like, why? I'm like, bro, if I had taken a screenshot because you moved right after, you were walking into a wall.
Didn't do that. I've always wanted to see the recording of that.
He was running into a wall, just gun up in the air. So he's looking up. So he's got his controller, both sticks up. So his thumbs are upward. He's just, I just picture him too. Oh, good times, good times. Online gaming is where it's at sometimes, but nothing beats couch co-op.
Yeah.
No, I still agree with that. Even through all
Unless
these,
you're doing like Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, even through all these consoles, like you said, I still think couch co-op is the best because you
That's
have all
why
these
I
memories
enjoy-
of of each other beating the shit out of each other,
Yep.
or whatever.
I mean, arguably you could still do that with 2K online, but the lag is just no.
Yeah,
I could scoop you up for a tombstone and telling you you're out of it because it never reached you on your screen. So you just jumped out of it. It's like okay,
Remember
that's
PS4 Godzilla? You want to tell the story, or you want me to?
Oh my. Okay, so there's a PS4 exclusive Godzilla game.
Mm-hmm.
The premise of the game itself is just you're Godzilla, or you're another giant monster, and you're geared towards destroying these certain towers, or defending them against another invading monster. But for Godzilla, he's just using it for food source. So attack those, and if another monster's coming, you're sticking around the course till monster shows up. Whatever. They had a 3-player online fight mode.
Oh boy.
I have never seen, even in the old school Godzilla movies, where some of the, like in King Kong versus Godzilla, you can see that it's puppets in the background. They also moved more fluidly than MayesBoy moved as the monster. On everybody's connection.
It was,
and on his connection, Godzilla's jumping around the screen, which is me.
Incredible.
And I'm like, bro, I'm not even moving right now.
dude. It was like
It was so bad.
It was like 3 frames per second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it was literally.
God help you if I managed to charge up my atomic breath, because that made it worse.
It was so bad.
Side note, that game is also like $200.
Yeah, that game is ungodly
That game,
expensive.
that game jumped.
Yep.
Which is like, I'm glad I got a digital.
I actually picked that game up before the price went up. I bought the game without the artwork to it because I knew the price is going to go up.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, go up $200, $300.
I'm going to ask you this because I don't think I asked the big boss. Do you know why that game jumped up?
Because it was like a limited print run.
It might have been because I know it has nothing to do with.
I'm pretty sure it was a limited print run and nobody played it. But everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Godzilla! I must have this."
Yeah, because I know it's not from the movies. Because that probably, if they'd added King Kong into that, now that's going to jump $500.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If they just put DLC and you got the little stupid monkey, little one that got thrown and beaten up.
You know, speaking of this online gaming stuff, there's one game that we can't forget about. That could fuck off nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Not Call of Duty, is it?
No. It's not around anymore.
I got nothing.
Overwatch 1.
Oh God!
Yeah.
No, I'll say that I will curse that game up and down. Maze has heard me. A-Rol's heard me. I curse that game up and down every single day. And then the next night, I'm swinging a hammer as Reinhardt.
Yeah.
That's how Maze got his love for Roadhog.
Yep.
Turns out he's really good Roadhog. It was fine. It was good. I'll curse it up and down. I'll probably do the same thing with Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
But then Overwatch 2 happened. Yeah. Overwatch 2 just killed everything for it.
I was going to try it on PC, but it's like it took up too much space. I didn't want to play it.
And you can't even play Overwatch 1 anymore.
Yeah.
I know. Which is so stupid.
Which is the dumbest thing ever. It's like, listen. When Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3 games later still has their original servers up for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still running and still better than a lot of the other servers just in terms of gameplay wise. And Blizzard chooses not to keep Overwatch 1 online.
Mm-hmm.
EA wins.
Yep.
In that regard, EA wins. I was at PvZ Garden Warfare 2, trash.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Battle for Neighborville, it's alright. No, I'll take it back. Overwatch. PvZ Garden Warfare 2 is fine just for the that hub world thing where you got the side quest, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right.
That's fine. Battle for Neighborville, okay, you can now play as the tree. Cool. There's a little mushroom ninja. Cool. Snapdragon. Cool. I still would play PvZ 1.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Folks, we would love to.
Online game is fun, but I like that Nintendo's kept their stuff couch co-op.
Yeah.
They have the dabble, they have the option.
Do couch co-op.
Couch co-op always.
Yeah,
Shove
more
it,
couch co-op.
shove it
If
into
you
the
don't
face of
have
your
a
friends.
choice, obviously do online. If you ain't
Oh
got
yeah,
a
I
choice,
mean, I'm not saying online is the worst thing ever,
listen,
but I just
I'm
prefer
gonna,
couch
I'm
co-op.
gonna go there. If you don't have friends in your hometown, do online co-op.
Oh yeah.
You'll be all right. There's some fantastic.
I mean, heck,
people.
even Call Sign Suitcase is playing with
Listen.
a bunch of folks that he met.
I
Yeah.
forgot a big thing from our PS4 days. Very big. That's where I met Pierce.
Yeah.
Through Ark Survival of the Web. I told the story on podcast. I'm going to do it again. A-Rod and I used to play Ark religiously. It was just us two for a while. And then I got the itch again because A-Rod was kind of done because he was tired of the server just kind of being nothing going on. I went and I jumped on one myself. 2 days into that server, the guy invites me into his tribe because I said I was looking for something, this, that, and the other. Joined his village. 2 days later, I'm second in command. Some of the best times ever.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a buck run with him day one with a giant sloth. It was great. And he's just been friendly. I got to hit him up again. But it's been great ever since.
It'd be awesome if he can get on the podcast.
I mean, I could talk to him.
See if we can do it through Discord or something.
Yeah.
Probably good.
But
I need to also see if he's jumping into Ark again, if we can join his tribe and doing the maximum outfit Ark.
I could see that.
Or if he knows somebody who's got a free server for it. So he
Yeah.
can build the town up again. Because town was phenomenal. I'm sheriff. I had a jail cell. I got all my creatures. And he had a way. He was a moderator in that server where he could change the color of all the dinosaurs because you get those commands through it.
That's fucking cool.
All of mine ended up being, because his were all like the white, because white looks look good. I'm like, I can just make mine all black. Because I ended up with like just a black sloth. And everything just ended up being, I got a black allosaur. I'm like, unless the color looks cool, leave it. Because I tell you one dinosaur he never touched. It's through the Easter event, so this is all natural this one, because they'll do it to where some animals have like pink and yellow and blue and all that. I had an orange and sky blue T-Rex.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
All natural. Everybody loved
But-
him. I'm like, you do not touch him. But
But
The
with that,
sevens,
folks,
we're
we do
good.
have to cut it short. I mean, it's been
then like,
Half.
decently length podcast, I would
Yeah.
say.
it's about what we'd expect if we had a special guest.
Yeah.
We
exactly.
got it. We managed it.
Yep. Those are our 5 favoritisms. And folks, more episodes to come. We're doing the every other week thing. So next week we do something gaming related. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure something out.
Look at it on the Maximum Methods Gaming channel.
Probably Minecraft.
Yes, probably Minecraft.
Probably Minecraft.
Look up the Maximum Mouthage Facebook page. You'll find all the information on there.
We'll let you know if it's not Minecraft.
Yes.
We have no guarantees it is,
Keep
but
an
most
eye
likely
out for
will.
Menakai streams. Keep
Yeah.
an eye out for
It might be
my
tomorrow.
streams.
Call sign suitcases. Yep.
It might be tomorrow. Mine might be tomorrow.
Look
I
up
don't know
some
yet.
Pokemon.
I've got one coming
Let's
tomorrow
plays
night,
I'm
too.
doing. So
I might do mine. I'll do mine in the afternoon so you can have yours at night.
Yeah.
And Maisie has to do it in the morning just to fill out the all day.
yes. With that in mind, folks. Suitcase shit himself.
I don't know.
Ah, he just pooped a little.
I pooed a little. It's not as bad as Buddies, but
You right.
He went poop in his pants.
With that, my
Anyways,
folks.
let's get out.
Thank you for listening.
I gotta go take my dogs.
Oh yes.
Ah!
Potatoes.